Hey, what's up everybody? So just kind of an updated video to kind of give you guys my thoughts and opinions about FreedomPop's family plan, which I've been using for quite some time right now. I'm actually using it on my Zenfone 3 Max and my Nextbit Robin. And I have to tell you that the service has been quite decent for what it is. I mean, currently I've been using the 1 month free trial, which is 4 gigabytes shared. And it's a little bit different. I would have thought that, because it's a family plan and like 2 lines were going to be basically one account, that with it being 4 gigabytes shared, 1 line gets 2, the other line gets 2. But it's not exactly like that. So there's a pool of data, 4 gigabytes, okay? 4 gigabytes of data. So technically this works out for me because since I only really need 1 line, the other one pretty much stays off majority of the time unless phone's dead and I don't want to swap SIM cards. I just pick up the other phone and go. So there's 4 gigabytes. As the phone is on, it's pulling data. So this is probably one of the negative impacts about this plan, is the fact that if you were to use both lines simultaneously, then it depletes the data based on, I guess I would say, the first line. Whatever the first line uses is the first usage deducted from the 4 gigabytes, and then the second line, whatever it uses, whatever's left is deducted from that. So say both phones are being used at the same time, and line 1 uses 3 gigabytes and line 2 uses 3 gigabytes. Well, out of the 4 gigs, 3 gigs will go to the first line, leaving 1 gigabyte remaining. So the second line that used 3 gigs is going to get that last gigabyte pretty much part of the plan, and then be billed, I guess, overcharges for the other 2 gigabytes. That's what I'm pulling from it. Not exactly sure. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting, because I was using both and it doesn't really like split the 4 gigs in half. It just shows the same amount being used. So if I go on one phone and I'm like, I check my data balance, it says 3.86 gigabytes. And then I go to this phone and I check the data balance, it says 3.86 gigabytes. So if I'm streaming video from this using the network, then it depletes down. If I stream video from this, it depletes down. So it's not split amongst the 2 lines. It's just first come, first serve, basically. So if I was to use only the second line and keep the first line off, within the second line will pull in all the data that's in the data pool. So I guess that's kind of like a bad thing, because you really have to watch the data that you're using if 2 people are going to be using the service on the family plan. Now, for me, I don't see an issue with that because I'm only one person, and so I keep 1 line on, I use the data that I want to use. It's done for the month, pay for another month. So, the benefits of having it is the fact that you get that unlimited talk and text. Recently found out that FreedomPop is now throttling people on the free plan. So if you're on the free plan, your speed is at 1 megabit per second download. If you're on a paid plan, then it's going to be a little bit faster than that. So go figure. So I think like the cheapest paid plan they have is like $15. Gives you 2 gigabytes to share between both lines, and then from that is a 4 gigabyte plan, and I think that's like $40 something. And then it just goes up ridiculous prices. I mean, comparing them to like what you can do, like say if you were on Boost Mobile and you had 2 lines, you pay $80 for unlimited data. If you're on FreedomPop and you got 2 lines and you go even 10 gigabytes, I think it's like 100 and something a month for 10 gigabytes shared. So that's like 5 and 5 each if you can manage to calculate the data usage on a 30-day basis. So I guess what I'm really going to say about this is that FreedomPop Family is not so much of a good thing. Really, it's not. You kind of think about how the plan is. It's really not that good of a thing. If you're a single person and you want to basically go with the free plan, get the unlimited talk and text compared to the single line free plan, which only gives you 200 minutes of talk, 500 text, 500 megabytes of data, then yeah, why not just have a second backup SIM card for whatever. But if actually 2 people are going to be using it, there are different carriers out there with great family plan packs that would be more beneficial to jump on than to use FreedomPop. So network connectivity has been fine. Again, it's AT&T, so I have more bars in more places. Pun intended. But yeah, I actually do get bars in a lot of places with AT&T signal, so not really much of a big deal with that whatsoever. So, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's just like, okay, you know, it's cool to have. If I wanted to drop down to the free plan for a month, just, you know, to save some money, I could do that. One megabit per second is not going to be a big issue for me because I have my Mint SIM service on my Honor 8. So, I mean, I'm using this as my daily driver. This is my daily driver for a lot of things. Carry this one as a backup or just to kind of play around with because I like the next bit Robin, so it gives service to it. I don't have to keep switching SIM cards in between both phones just to be able to use them. I can just keep them both on me, use them when I want to, no big deal. Most of the stuff that I do on here is just going to be mostly like browsing the internet, browsing apps for data. So 1 megabit per second download is not going to really kill me or bust my thunder basically, as I could do that on here. This one is more for like media intensive stuff, so like YouTubing, Instagramming, Snapchatting, all that stuff is done with my daily driver phone, so not a big deal of having 1 megabit per second. So if I choose to go down to the free plan with the free the free family plan, I'm getting stumbled on my words here, then it wouldn't be a big issue at all whatsoever to do that. As I said, majority of the stuff that I do is not going to require anything higher than 1 megabit per second download with the phones. Being able to have the unlimited talk and text was more beneficial for me, you know, so I can send text and talk as much as I want, so not a big issue right there. Anyway, that's my thoughts about the FreedomPop plan. So if you guys enjoyed my video, you guys let me know. Drop me a like to let me know if you guys did. Follow me for more future videos like this and other videos I intend to do on the channel. It's always great. And yeah, take it easy. Aloha. Talk to you guys later.